Hello friends, this is my very first video on Canada immigration. To introduce myself, I'm a Canadian barrister solicitor. My name is Kapil Rathod. A barrister solicitor means a lawyer who practices law, not a consultant. A consultant is somewhat different than a lawyer. Lawyer deals in all kinds of law versus the immigration consultant deals in immigration law only. A lawyer who is a person who deals in family law, he deals in divorce, who deals in property law, real estate law, criminal law. Now, when it comes to immigration, a barrister solicitor can take the immigration refusal cases and appeal them to the Federal Court of Canada. This is not something that a consultant can do. This is a prime difference between a lawyer and an immigration consultant. Now, today, I wanted to talk about the education system in Canada. How does it work? What are the hidden truths about Canadian immigration or Canadian, when it comes to student visa, let's say? What are the hidden truths about Canadian immigration, focusing on student visa? So today's topic will be student visa. Now, a lot of people we have seen, they choose diploma programs. I mean, whenever you want to study in Canada, you simply approach some immigration agents and immigration consultants in your local town or city, and then you ask them for guidance on what kind of programs to choose from and what kind of education system is there in Canada. To give a brief idea on how it exactly works, first, I wanted to draw a difference between a master's education and a diploma education in Canada. Normally, when students approach these consultants, they kind of push students into diploma programs in the colleges in Canada. There is nothing wrong in that, but my concern is that people do not think out of the box. They don't consider master's program. They don't question their consultants why a master's is not suitable in my profile. Or what is a master's program and how does it differ from a diploma program? And what are the advantages or disadvantages of getting into a master's program in Canadian university? Now, prime difference between a diploma and master's. First, let me tell you how the students are accustomed to think. Now, in India, programs are divided into three categories. First is diploma programs, second is bachelor's programs, and the third are masters, and then PhD. So these are the four categories of education. Now, let's just say that if somebody has completed Bachelor's of Commerce in India, what will be the next course of study? Naturally, it will be a Master of Commerce, or it can be a studies in Chartered Accountant. Or let's just say if somebody has completed Bachelor's in Engineering, then naturally they will prefer to study Master's in Engineering. Or BCA students will go for MCA. That's how it is. So my question is, why do students go for a diploma program when they come to Canada or any other country? Why don't they go for masters? Now, the prime difference, the way the students are accustomed to think is, in India there is a system that, okay, there is one university, and that university is affiliated. The university has make affiliations with certain colleges. So basically, the students go for studies to colleges, and then the exams are taken by the university that is affiliated with these colleges. This is the system, and this is the system how the students are accustomed to think. So when the consultants tell them that, okay, this is a college that we are considering your admission into, the students naturally think that, okay, if it's a college, then it must be associated with some sort of university. No, that is not true. The way education system works in Canada is different. University is completely a separate institution. College is totally a separate institution in Canada. They are not related. They are related, but in a manner that the students are able to complete diploma to degree programs. That is it. This is the only form of association between a university and a college in Canada. Apart from that, there is no association between them. They are independent institutions. So when you are told that you are getting into a diploma program in Canada, technically you are going for a diploma program only, and that is not leading towards a degree. Some people even have misconception that they are going for master's program. So as I was saying, normally people have misconceptions about how education system in Canada works. Sometimes even if they are going for post-graduation diploma, they feel that, okay, they are going for master's in Canada. This is not true. A post-graduation diploma is still a diploma. Now, how the education system works in Canada. Colleges offer 3 levels of program, mostly. They are diploma, advanced diploma, and postgrad diploma. These are the 3 levels of programs in colleges. Versus a university offers, again, 3 levels of programs: bachelor's, master's, and PhD. So these are 2 separate institutions, not one. So when you are told that you are going for an advanced diploma, which is normally of 3 years, you are still going for diploma. If you are told that you are going for postgrad diploma, you're still going for diploma. It's still a diploma. So my question is, why don't you question your consultant on why I cannot get into a master's program? There are so many universities that offer master's program. Now, the 3 reasons mostly are told to the students for not offering them master's program are 1. First, masters have higher fees for international students, which is not entirely true. Yes, there are some institutions that have substantive tuition fees, the university fees for masters compared to a diploma program. But then at the same time, there are many universities that offer around the same rates. The fees for these universities for master's program are slightly higher than the diploma programs offered by the colleges in Canada. These days, colleges normally have fees ranging from $15,000 a year to around $18,000 to $19,000 a year. Sometimes $20,000 a year. Now, if we talk about some universities, I'll talk about 2 universities here that I've checked the fees for. First is University of Ottawa. That is a leading institution. It's not some random university. It's a leading institution. It has good ranking. In fact, according to the statistics or the news articles, I would say, University of Ottawa achieves the best placement in the World University ranking recently. So it's not some random university I'm talking about. It's University of Ottawa. It's a reputed institution. let's say if we check the fees for masters for University of Ottawa, for 2 terms they are charging $21,000, and I'm talking about Master of Engineering programs. The fees will differ from program to program. Some programs are even less, some programs are more. But my point is, the fees will somewhere around $20,000 to $22,000 for master's program, versus you are paying around $18,000 to $19,000 in diploma. So basically, after spending around $19,000 for 2 years, around $38,000, you are ultimately getting a diploma, versus in around the same fees, or by spending a slightly more fees, you can get a master's program in Canada. I'll talk about another university in Ottawa itself. It's called Carleton University. Carleton University offers Masters of Engineering for a fee of approximately $24,000, which is still slightly more than what you pay in college. But still, in the end, there is a huge difference between a master's program and a diploma program. Right? Second excuse normally consultants tell their students is that master is very difficult to get in. Now let's talk about the admissions criteria for masters. First, prime criteria to get into a master's program in Canada is 4 years bachelor's. So people with Bachelor of Commerce, Bachelor of Science, or Bachelor of Arts, they will not likely qualify because it's a 3 years program in India. Four years programs, graduates of 4 years programs will qualify. So people with 4 years bachelor's will qualify. So for example, people with Bachelors of Engineering or Bachelor of Pharmacy or any other program that are 4 years, they will qualify for master's program in Canada. The other requirement is their academic grades. So first, there cannot be any backlogs in the bachelor's. There cannot be any failures or repetitions in the bachelor's. And the second thing is their academic average, I would say, has to be at least around 60 to 63% in order to get into directly masters in Canada. And the third is IELTS. IELTS, they normally require around, some universities require 6.5 overall with 6 each. Some universities require 7 overall with 6 each, or 6.5. It depends on university, from university to university. But I mean, at least it's worth checking the criteria for masters, because masters will not only get you a higher qualification, but it will also give you a higher salary. For example, the statistics are saying that people with master's degree, the employment rate of people with master's degree, the employment rate by level of education looks something like this. So diploma holders have 66% of employment rate in Canada, versus master's degree holders, they have 75.9% employment rate in Canada. This is taken from the government website. Plus, the salary is $21,000 more per annum for master's graduates compared to diploma graduates. So my question is, there are students who have these qualifications. They have 4 years bachelor's, they have good IELTS, they have very good academic grades. So why these students, not everybody, but I mean, why these students who are qualified, they are getting pushed into bachelor's, diploma programs? why they are getting pushed into diploma programs. Prime reason for that I see is the consultants get a huge amount of commission from the education institution. This is the prime reason why they do not provide any kind of guidance about master's programs in Canada. Most students are pushed into diploma programs. I'm not saying any, there is no offense. I don't want to offend anybody. Everybody has a right to earn. I'm just saying that the students are getting misguided. This is the whole purpose of this video, so that students can get a right direction on what kind of programs to choose in Canada. I wouldn't say everybody will qualify for master's program. I wouldn't say everybody can afford the amount of fees. My only point is that qualification criteria is slightly higher than a diploma program. Fee is slightly higher than a normal diploma program. Then for this slight difference, ignoring the master's program completely is not something that international students should be doing while coming to Canada or while considering Canada as their education destination. This is the whole purpose of this video. If you have any further questions, I will be posting some more videos on Canadian education, Canadian immigration laws. If you can subscribe to my channel, I will appreciate that. And thanks for watching.